So, how can you give better feedback? 1. Be considerate and respectful. Remember, you are talking to another student who, like you, is trying their best to communicate their ideas effectively. When phrasing feedback, think about the type of comments you'd find most valuable. 2. Be a conscientious reader. Take time to read other people's work and try to understand their intentions. There may be sections that are hard to understand because they are too technical or hard to follow. Don't just skip over these and move on, but make an effort to clarify what the writer wanted to say by explaining your difficulty in understanding and asking questions. Remember, feedback is a dialogue, so be prepared to explain and answer questions about your feedback. This type of dialogue will ultimately make both of you better at giving and receiving feedback. 3. Prioritise your feedback. Ask the writer about their priorities. Are they more interested in getting feedback on lower order issues like grammatical or citation mistakes? Or would they appreciate more feedback on higher order issues like logic and organization? If the writer hasn't made this preference explicit to you, focus on the message they're trying to communicate and decide whether it is clear, appropriate for the intended audience, organized effectively, or explained in the most accurate way possible. 4. Explain your feedback. These kinds of comments are not very helpful. Make an effort to identify and explain the problem in full, clear sentences or questions that will help the reader question their choices and make improvements. 5. Give suggestions. Identifying and explaining any potential problem is helpful mostly to the writer, but providing suggestions is actually very helpful to you too. Justifying your feedback and providing alternatives to the writer is a cognitively demanding activity that will test your language knowledge, exercise your creativity, and push you to try out new ways of communicating. The best part? When confronted with feedback on your own work, you will be more prepared to quickly come up with alternatives to edit your own sentences.